Greetings everyone, this is Walk, Ride, Fly joining in from Lower Manhattan, New York City. We are in the financial district. Greetings everyone, my apologies for the delay. I was delayed on the train. There were significant delays on trains going downtown. You know what, actually I left early because, oh, there's a Corvette. I left early because, I wanted to go to a cafe, eat something because I haven't had any food all day. So I was like, you know what, I'll leave early. Even though I left early, that did not help at all because there was a significant delay. And on top of that, I didn't get a chance to get any food or anything. I did not get a chance to eat at all. Anyway, greetings everyone. I see Mike DiGiordi. I see Rose Silva. Greetings to you. Greetings everybody. Greetings to you, Jessica. How are you doing? I see Annie. Finally catching alive again. Right? It's been ages. I know, I was like, is that Annie? Is that really her? All right. Gibran, greetings to you, Gibran Ward. New to my channel. All right, my friend. Well, welcome. I am Rob, and I will be your host today. I haven't had any food, can you tell? And I'm super hungry, but I'm gonna stop by a cafe or a bakery or something and get something. Put something in my system. How are you doing, Will M? I see Ipsa Sahu. What's going on? I haven't seen Ipsa for ages as well. I see Stephen Barrier, Trish Riani, Yaniv, Melamed. Oh, from Tel Aviv. That's pretty cool. Like, before I even read the next line, I saw your name. I was like, he has to be from Israel. Well, Shabbat Shalom, I guess. Still Shabbat, right? Well, Shabbat for us. It's probably pretty late for you guys. Over there. Greetings to you, Brenda. I see Shams 1128. How you doing? I see Alex Mondelli. Greetings to you, Cindy Mondelli as well. I see Preston, Renette. Greetings to both of you. Shams is from Richmond. My bad. Shams is from Richmond. Hey, what's up, Michelle? How you doing? I see Hector as well. Ra, where you end today's show? Where do I end it? I don't know yet. That's the good thing about the Walk, Ride, Fly shows. We never know where we're gonna end it up. You never know. If we find something interesting, we keep going. If people like it, we keep going. Unless we have another reason, then yeah. We just walk and explore, enjoy, make new friends, check out new spots. Like this one right here, a public park that's hidden, tucked inside between buildings at 100 William Street. This is open to the public right away. Anyway, I need to grab some food because I literally haven't had any food since pretty much last night. So, I need to get a croissant maybe a croissant. A croissant. All right, you know what? I know a good place that I can go to in this neighborhood. I can go to a real French spot. Oh, we have somebody from France, do we? Alpha Automobile. Bonjour, mon ami de France. Nice. All right, my friend. Speaking of France, I gotta show you something then. That means I need to go to a French bakery right now. I see Shamari Vasquez Rodriguez. Greetings to you. I see Christina G. I see Adriana Rodriguez. De Orgrog. Greetings to you. All right, so today's a beautiful day. It is 80 Fahrenheit here in New York City. So I could stand here just and enjoy the day. I mean, I have a lot for you guys today, but I could also just wander around the city and just, have fun walking around the city. But anyway, I need to grab something. I'm not even making sense right now. I need to grab some food, put something in my system, possibly get some coffee. We are in Lower Manhattan. We are in the financial district. To my left is the Federal Reserve branch of New York. This place right here has the largest gold deposits in the world. It has about, I think, 500,000, at least 500,000 gold bars. So a lot of governments trust the Federal Reserve of the United States. So they give their gold deposits to the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve is a custodian of those gold deposits. As you can imagine, it is well protected. There's a lot of security. Like, it's so hard to even look what's inside. But the gold deposits are deep inside the ground. And whoops. And the entire building is well secured, as you can see. It's so hard to see, to even know what's going on in there, right? To even see what's inside. Let me just stop here and show you what it looks like before I go too far. I didn't want to stand there for too long because I don't want to make those, those policemen uncomfortable. I notice actually more than any location, the police that protect this place here feel uncomfortable when they're reported. So I don't want to make them feel uncomfortable. Other places I don't care, and they usually don't care, but at this location, I don't know what the reason is. Could be the gold, I don't know. It could be the management. Hey! It could be the management, I don't know. But in any case. We need to get some food. Oh, there's a Lambo, there's a Lambo, there's a Lambo. The Lambo, the new Lambo SUV. Lamborghini Urus, right? This is the Urus model. Look how nice it looks. In terms of color choice, not so great. It's a beautiful day. But of course, Alex Mandelli, a Lamborghini has to have an Italian flag underneath it, right? At the bottom somewhere. It's definitely a beautiful day. It sure is a beautiful day. I wish I could walk around here and show you more, but today I have something special for you all. So I need to go to that location. But before that, a croissant comes first, and you have to go to a French patisserie. My favorite French patisserie that everybody loves here in the financial district of New York. And again, friends, we are in the financial district of New York. We are in Lower Manhattan. All right, so the place that I'm gonna go to today is very, very French. The name is La Parisienne. I think it means the French, right? Or the Parisian. So that is the name, as you can see. It could not get more authentic than this. As you can see, lots and lots of French flags. And as you can see, it's super packed. Barely any place to sit down. Hi, how you doing? Yeah. Yeah. All right, so friends, I'm gonna mute it because the song's okay. Whoops. Sorry. All right, friends. I came here for the almond croissant, but it turns out they are sold out. That's the problem about some of the places in New York City. If you don't get here early, especially on the weekends, they are gonna run out of a lot of things. But in any case, so I got something called pain et raisin. Anyway, it's just like a raisin cake or raisin pastry. That's what I got here today. The name is La Parisienne Cafe. Anyway, I'm kind of disappointed, but at least I have something to eat. Man, the train got delayed and they don't have any almond croissant because that is what I love about that place. That is their best pastry. Anyway. Let me show you what it looks like. I've had it before. It's all right. It's okay. Not as good as almond croissant, but let me show you what it look like. So that before I eat it, I show you what it look like. Oh, you got it right. You got it right, Terry. That is the correct name. Pain raisin? That's right. I trust their pastries. Their pastries are pretty good. But I have to be honest. Their almond croissants, one of the best in the city. There's like 2 or 3 places that I really like when it comes to almond croissant. And that is one of the locations. I would put it in the top 3, to be honest. I've tried a few places in the city, and I would definitely put it in the top 3. Anyway, whew, it feels good. It feels good to get some food. That's a big one, right? It was only like $4.50. I mean, for New York, that's not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. I had to turn off the mic because there was some French music playing and I want to get a copyright notification. Anyway, greetings to you, Arjan. I see Alex Mandeli. Have you had that before? That looks familiar. Yes, I have. Yes, I have. I have had this pastry before. I've been to that location a few times. Let's just say a few times so that, you know, people don't think I eat a lot of bakeries. But in all honesty, though, I haven't had a bakery for at least 2 or 3 weeks, and I can't remember the last time I had a gelato. Maybe on my birthday. I think that's the last time I had a gelato. What's going on? Greetings to you, Fiore. Ah, delicioso. Very delicioso. Muy delicioso. As good as always. Look how beautiful today is. Today is September 10th, 2022. And the temperature is 80 Fahrenheit. Look how beautiful this day is. I deserve a pastry. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate when you confirm my pastry addiction. Thank you. That's nice of you. No coffee yet. Maybe afterwards. Maybe after I eat this, I might get some coffee. Oh, I do walk a lot though. You're right, Linda. You are very right. Rosa Silvia saying, muito delicioso. That's the way to say it. Thank you. Hey, what's up, Darrell? Super Bond, exactly.
invasive. If you see them, step on it.
Yeah.
There's these like invasive bugs that are taking over New York and New Jersey. And the city has told everybody, to kill them if you see them, like to kill them. So everybody, when people see them in public, they're like, oh, there's another one, there's another one. And they stomp on them. Oh, the Jenga building. Oh, yeah. We'll check it out afterwards. Anyway, so today we are going to check out the preparations for the 21st anniversary of the 9/11 attacks. We're going to check out what's going on, what people are up to, what's new. Good stuff. And of course, as you remember, I have done an extensive video on the Oculus. Lars Jorgensman. This is probably one of your favorite structures in New York, right? Lars Jorgensman is in Cologne, Germany. And Lars Jorgensman, thank you so much for the support via PayPal. I just saw it right before I started. Thank you so much. Lars Jorgensman from Cologne, Germany. Anyway, so this was designed by Santiago Calatrava, a Spanish architect. And it costs $4 billion and owned by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. So tomorrow this place is going to be super busy. All kinds of activities, security, events, activities, all that stuff. Anyway, let's soak in all the moment here for a second while I eat. A lot of people are here from like different parts of the country, the city, the state, the country, and the world as well. Tomorrow's a special day for a lot of people, for thousands of people. Michelle is saying, I'm so happy to see this. Thank you. Absolutely. Of course. Anytime. Terry is saying, it only feels like yesterday you streamed there for the anniversary. Right? I feel like I was here last year. That's what I'm saying. Like every time I go to a location, and I remember, a certain date, I'm like, wasn't I here less than a couple of months ago? But then when I look into it, it's more than a year, or at least a year. It's crazy. I don't know, especially after 2020, days go by fast, hours go by fast, minutes go by fast. That's what it feels like to me. I don't know. Anyway, this is the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. So the museum is to the left. Unfortunately, tomorrow, this entire area is going to be off limits to the public until about 3 p.m. Ipsa is saying it's great to catch the not so busy security field view, right? Yeah, so today it's not busy. That's why I wanted to show you at least like the preparations, what it looks like, how things are going. Usually it's empty, but today and tomorrow it's going to be packed, especially tomorrow. Anyway, so this is the North Pole. This is where one of the Twin Towers stood high into the sky. Unfortunately taken down on September 11, 2001. All right, let me see if I can squeeze in and show you what the pool looks like. Perfect. Craig is saying, last time I was in New York City was in 2018. Can't wait to go again soon. Yeah, so much hasn't changed in 2018, so you're not missing too much. But I noticed some people haven't been here since 2004, 2005. So yeah, since then a lot has changed. All right, so this pool is, let's see, it's about 40 feet deep. So up to that little hole right, oh, not that little hole, up to that opening, it's about 30 feet and then another 10 feet down. And you know what? You know what's crazy? They clean the pool every weeknight. Every weeknight for 8 hours. They clean this reflective pool. That's why it's so clean and nice and shiny every time you visit this part of the city. Or this memorial. That's why it's clean. They spend about 8 hours every weeknight to clean it up. Oh, my bad, my bad. And by the way, friends, this is the biggest man-made fall in North America. Both the North Pole and South Pole. So this one is the North Pole. Yeah, for 8 hours they clean it up every day. I mean, well, every weeknight, not on the weekends, but on weeknights. Yeah, they spend about 8 hours, and yeah, so they open 9 in the morning and close at 8. Obviously, today and tomorrow it's going to be open late, but yeah. So normally they open at 9 and close at 8. So right when they close, they get to the cleaning. They literally go down, not just over here. When I mean clean it, they don't just clean this like this part of the falls. Not just edge of it, not the outside, not just the outside, but the inside as well. That's why it looks clean and brand new every single time. They put in a lot of work. And it's the New York City Parks and Recreation that cleans it. Anyway. I would feel a little uneasy doing that job, cleaning the pool. I feel like down there is right. That's how I felt like it too. When I first learned about it, I was like, I don't know if I want to take that job. Yeah, it would just, I don't know, it just feels weird, right? I mean, God bless the people who are doing it, but it's not easy at all. I'm sure, it takes some type of emotional toll every time until they get used to it. Anyway, this is the preparation for the anniversary. And like usual, they're gonna read out all the 3,000 names, which takes about 4.5 hours. They do that every year. So tomorrow, starting I believe 8:30 or 9, they're gonna start reading out the names once the program starts. And every single name, every Every person who died on that day will be called out. Anyway, I don't know what that weird sound is. Adriana Rodriguez is saying it's like any kind of job, you get used to it. You're right, you're right. I mean, there's people who are morticians, right? Who do that job every day, and there's people who cut trees, which is super dangerous. One of the most dangerous jobs, but I guess, yeah. After a little while, you get used to it. And that's the amazing thing about the human brain, right? We get used to a lot of things very quickly. And first we're like intimidated, we think it's abnormal, and then after a while we master it and we start thinking that it's normal or it's okay, right? Definitely the human brain can adapt to anything and everything. I mean, there's people who live in Siberia and who think it's normal to live in Siberia. Think about it. I never thought I would live in New York City. I thought it was abnormal. I was like, why would anybody live in New York City? It's cold, it's crazy, it's loud. You know, people are rude. But here I am once again. By the way, friends, the 9/11 Memorial is located within the World Trade Center. When people say the World Trade Center, they don't just mean this one building right here. This is just one World Trade Center. There's 2 World Trade Center, 3 World Trade Center, 4 World Trade Center. There's no 5. And then there's 7 on the other side. And it sits on 16-acre land, and the memorial itself, like this part of it, is about 8 acres. That's where the memorial sits. But the entire area of the World Trade Center is 16 acres. It includes the memorial, the different business buildings, the museum, and so on. Anyway. There's the Canadian flag, and it connects the financial district with with Tribeca. So it's like a little bridge between the financial district and Tribeca. We did a video on Tribeca the other day, right? Anyway, let's keep going. Let's go to the South Pole. Everybody's getting ready, setting up the stage, the podium, sound system. So yeah, tomorrow this part of the city is going to be off limits to the public. Only family members attending the event and dignitaries will be here, or will be allowed to the plaza, inside the plaza. So none of us are going to be able to walk around like we are today, like we are right now. And I believe Vice President Kamala Harris is going to be here. Obviously, Governor Hochul is going to be here. Other dignitaries, a lot of firefighters from different parts of the country, different parts of New York, obviously, are going to be here. So it's going to be a big event. And that building right there is the 9/11 Museum. I honestly have never been inside because, I don't know. I feel like it's not gonna be that easy to just look at videos and pictures and, you know, debris and, you know, all those things. I don't mind seeing it at some point, but I don't know. I don't think I would feel good once I go inside. In any case, this museum is actually 7 stories deep. A lot of people don't know that. It is 7 stories deep. It was closed, it was off limits for a long time during COVID, but they opened it again, and now you can reserve a spot, you can buy a ticket online and walk inside and do the whole exhibit. They do have like videos, and they have guided tours, and they also have like audio tapes and stuff that tells you in detail what happened on that day. Anyway, another gorgeous view of New York City. Gorgeous view of the South Pole with the best flag in the world, right? Abix girl, Julie is saying many people don't know the second largest group civilians lost were UK residents. I had no idea. I did not know that. I'm just learning about it right now. Wow. Thank you for that information, Julie. And this is the South Pole. All right. I'm gonna lift the camera up so you can see better, okay? Ray of Sunshine is saying from the sky it looks smaller. That square is huge. Oh yeah, absolutely, it is huge. This is where the Twin Towers stood. One of the towers stood, and the other one is, of course, for the other building. But yeah, so this entire space right here is where one of the Twin Towers stood. Greetings to you, Kiss Me from Canada. Greetings. All right, and right across the street over there is the Brookfield Center, the Brookfield Place. I've shown you that place a few times. I think, yeah, I did show it during my Tribeca tour. That is where you can find some good coffee, bakeries, some fancy food, delicious food. Ray of Sunshine. It actually looks very small on the map too. Like when you look into it on Google, it looks pretty small, but it's not. It's huge. It is. Imagine they clean all of this every weekend. They're actually cleaning the names now. Just shining the metal panel with the names on it. Julio is saying, remembering that painful day from Argentina. Right? Are you in Buenos Aires? Buenos Aires. Right? Alright, let's keep going and see.
You're just protecting you.
What do you think I had in mind?
Oh, I'm gonna show you something special, friends, before I go too far. You know what? Let's do another take over here. because I want to show you something beautiful. A nice angle with a nice view of the One World Trade Center. So when they say One World Trade Center, they're talking about the Freedom Tower. The Freedom Tower is the former name of the One World Trade Center. But yeah, so when they say World Trade Center, One World Trade Center, that means that's just this building right there. Can anybody guess how tall this building is? Just a random guess. Don't look it up. Don't Google it, because if you Google it, Google is smart enough to tell you the answer. Can you guess how tall this building is? Hey, I do that at the Virginia National. Do in most, in most like national cemeteries, they do that. Absolutely. I've been to Virginia actually at the cemetery, at the Arlington National Cemetery. I've been there. I did a video there. Darrell, you got it right. I hope you don't. I hope you didn't cheat, but you did get the answer. It's 1,776 feet. Can anybody tell me the significance of 1776? Independence. Gary Ting, how you doing? Oh, you got it right as well, Preston. I see you got it right. Gary Ting, how you doing, Governor? It's at least 20 King Kongs, so 26 Godzillas. That's fun. Yeah, it's 1776, the Declaration of Independence. Independence from Great Britain. The Declaration of Independence was signed in 1776. And the building is 1,776 feet tall. And by the way, friends, if you wanna enjoy an amazing view of the city, I would highly recommend the World Trade Center Observatory. It's right there on the first half of the building. I don't know what the price is now, but like, you know, when I visited years ago, it was like $39, so it wasn't bad. But I highly recommend that observatory. Of course, we have the Edge, we have One Vanderbilt, we have Rockefeller Center, we have Empire State Building. But I would say this one has a different vibe to it, different feel to it. So I would highly recommend you check out this one as well. If you have already checked out Summit One Vanderbilt, I would say check this one out. It's definitely worth it. And there is a rooftop restaurant there too. So if you're thinking about, you know, having a nice dinner in New York while you're in New York, you know, on a nice trip to New York, to end your trip or to begin your trip in New York City with a nice meal and a nice view of the city, I would highly recommend it. There's a nice restaurant up there with a nice view of the city. Well, the food is not like the best, but the view makes up for it. The view definitely makes up for it. Road 88 is saying you kicked Queen's butt in 1776. Adriana Rodriguez saying you learn something new every day. Absolutely. That's what I keep saying. You know, New York City is a place where you think you know what's going on, you know what's happening, and you know the city. Even those who are born and raised in the city can't say they really know the city. They might know the places, but there's so much to learn in New York City. Like, I grew up in a small town, and I felt like I knew everything. You know, I knew like all the store owners, I knew like most of my neighbors, you know. Felt like I knew the city pretty well. But then you come to New York City, it's like, it's a whole another world. It is a world unto itself. That's what it is. Anyway, there's a little brush left right there. I think somebody might have left it, I don't know. You guys see it? There's a paintbrush left on the side. That is true, Gary. That is true. What was it? Wasn't it King James? You're right. It was a king. Can you believe it? I'm still eating the pastry. That's why I don't like, you know, eating and walking and talking at the same time, because I'll be like doing a few things at the same time. King George. Okay. All right. I guess James wasn't part of it, huh? I just made it up. Or was James afterwards? By the way, friends, so the One World Trade Center is mostly occupied by Condé Nast, the magazine company. They occupy at least, like, I believe, like at least 18 or 19 floors, but the building itself is owned. It's a public-private partnership, but it's owned mostly by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. They own it, and about 5% of it is owned by a private company, by a private real estate company. But yeah, most of the building is occupied by Condé Nast and a couple of other companies as well. Tech companies. King James was busy playing baseball or maybe soccer, right? Anyway, let's keep going. I just finished eating, so. All right, I can talk as much as possible. Anyway, so right across the street, you see one of these rare armored cars that come in the area once in a while. I love these cars, by the way. I see them at the airport at JFK. I see them at LaGuardia. Although I've never seen them at Newark Airport. You know where I saw a lot of these? It was in Istanbul in Turkey. They are everywhere, especially in the touristy areas and the tourist attraction sites. And every time you take out your phone, you know, whenever you want to take a picture, a video or something, they like right away, no photo, no video. Anyway. And right across the street is the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church, one of the church that was damaged, decimated as a result of the attack. But obviously they rebuilt it, as you can see. It looks very nice. And luckily on that day there was no one inside the church. There was only two people, one of the administrators of the church and an electrician. And as soon as they heard the noise, they both left the church. So nobody died inside the church, luckily. But yeah, all the relics, all the artifacts, everything were destroyed. I think they recovered maybe one or two items, as far as I remember. That was it. But yeah, this is the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. They just finished building it, actually. It took them a while. So yeah, the project was taken again by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, but the design was made by, again, Santiago Calatrava, a Spanish architect, the same person who designed the Oculus. As you can see, like, you know, both designs have some sort of similarity in terms of color, pattern, and things like that. Aspects. You know what? Let's go a little closer to the church. We must always stop by church. Oh, but before that, I want to show you something beautiful. Something beautiful. One is this one right here. This is the Port Authority Police. So we have NYPD, we have Port Authority Police, we have all kinds of police in the city. Anyway. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. main reason that I'm coming this way is because I want to show you one of the World Trade Center buildings. Right here, and a beautiful, beautiful flag that you might recognize. Darrell is saying only a handful of contents were saved. That is correct. Only small things. Most of the relics. I believe the last king of Prussia gave something to the church. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was destroyed as well. Yeah, he gave something in 19, I believe, either 16 or 17. He gave it as a gift to the church, but then unfortunately, it was destroyed. Anyway, this is Liberty Park right in front of us, right next to the church. Well, I guess the church is inside Liberty Park. Let me show you what it looks like. It's gonna be amazing tomorrow night. It's gonna be beautiful. We will never forget. Never forget. All right, so Darrell is saying, I think it was the relics of St. Nicholas that he gave. Okay. And he was the last king of Prussia, right? St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox National Shrine. Maria Coca, Alexander Theodotus. Are you watching? I know we have a few people from Greece who watch our channel, who are part of our community. Anyway, and here we have one of my favorite murals in the city. I've taken a few pictures, so I've sent it to a couple of our supporters of the channel. And if you want to see, or if you want me to send you this, let me know. You know how to contact me, either Patreon or email. Either one works. All right. And 5 World Trade Center is going to be right there. Like I said, you know, there's a couple of buildings. There's 5 office buildings within the World Trade Center, including the 1 World Trade Center. And the 5 World Trade Center is going to be right there. They're still working on it. It's probably going to take a while. Anyway, this is Liberty Park tomorrow, and starting later tonight, this place is going to be super packed. All right, friends and family, we are almost approaching the first hour of this stream. How's everybody doing? How are you feeling? Should we keep going for a little bit? Should we keep going for a little bit? For a few minutes? A couple of minutes? Mighty Bull, watching, listening, thinking, learning, and enjoying. Greetings. I haven't seen you for some time. I hope all is well. That's a beautiful sign right there. Oh yeah. If you have a drone, don't bring it here, especially in New York City. If you wanna, I think you need a permission. I believe you need a permission to fly drones in New York City, and you have to go through like a rigorous application process. They don't just give you the approval right away. So if you want to fly drones in New York City, be mindful of that. It's not like other cities. I mean, most cities like DC, LA, New York, you know, they don't give you permission right away. It takes a while. So make sure you have the right permission. before you fly it. Anyway, to my left is the Sphere, the World Trade Center Sphere, made with materials recovered from the Twin Towers. By the way, this is the largest bronze structure in the world, aka the Sphere, the World Trade Center Sphere. All right, like I said earlier, we are standing at Liberty Park, World Trade Center campus overlook. The best views of the 16-acre World Trade Center campus are from right here in Liberty Park. Look ahead to see the 9/11 Memorial Museum, a place of remembrance and reflection. Above the 9/11 Memorial is the One World Trade Center, the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere at 1776 feet. Beside it is 7 World Trade Center, the first tower to be built, and the Ronald O. Perlman Performing Arts Center, the future cultural hub of Lower Manhattan. Greetings to you, Mathis. Mathis from Brazil. Looks like we have a lot of people from Brazil today. I love it. I love it. All right, friends. We're approaching the first hour. Well, I've done a good amount of tour today, right? And by the way, friends, the St. Paul Chapel is the only chapel that survived, or the only building that survived that's close to the Twin Towers. And they call it the little chapel that stood. It is the St. Paul Chapel, St. Paul's Chapel. I've shown it to you before, but maybe we can walk by it on my way to the train station or something. I'll show it to you. Anyway, this is Liberty Park, and then if you go right across the street, you go to the Brookfield Place, another little hidden gem that I shared with you a couple of weeks ago. Lots of great things there, great views of New Jersey, over the Hudson River. And of course, you know, shopping, retail stuff, a lot of retail stores there, cafes, bakeries, restaurants, hangout spots, all that good stuff. And of course, pizzerias for Henry and Renee. By the way, friends, when they were building the One World Trade Center, they used a lot of materials from the former Twin Towers. They recycled a lot of materials. They didn't throw it away. They reused a lot of that stuff. Anyway, you know what? One thing that I've never done is like go through here during the day. All right, let's cool off a little bit. It's not that hot, but let's just check it out. Jay Fox, thank you so much, my friend. As always, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the super chat. And yeah, so this is like a little hidden pathway to the Brookfield Place. Let's say it's a hot day or it's a very cold day. You want to get to the Brookfield Place from the One World Trade Center. You go through this hall right here, and then it turns and loops all the way to the right and takes you straight to the Brookfield Place. Kind of feels like Canada, right? I noticed there's a lot of places like this in Canada and Chicago. Well, I've never been to Chicago, but I did see it in Montreal. They have like underground walkways to take you between buildings in some locations, and it kind of reminds me of that. Thank you so much, Jay Fox. You're awesome. Thank you for appreciating it, for appreciating the walk. All right. See, a lot of tourists are coming to the city. I love it. I love seeing tourists. I love hearing different languages from different parts of the world. You guys should visit at some point. I'm gonna visit, right? Anyway, and if you look that way, there's the edge on the corner right there, if you can see it. Oh, I love this building, man. I could look at it all day, every day. Anyway. There's companies that do guided tours in the city. Some of them are quote unquote free, some of them are paid. But yeah, the free ones, the way it works is they take you to a specific location like we did today. And I mean, technically it's supposed to be free, but you know, people give them like, you know, $30, $40, depending on how many people there are as a tip. And that's how it works. But yeah, they just take you to like one specific location. That is one guided tour right there, right? So I don't want to keep going this way because I want to show you the church, the St. Paul's Church. But in any case, I just wanted to make sure that I show you the little hidden walkway between the World Trade Center and Brookfield Place. You don't have to like wait for traffic and go that way like everybody else, you know? Oh, that guy's flying Guyanese flag right there. All right, Seaberg, I'm gonna put you on a timeout for 5 minutes. I think that conversation is maybe better on another channel or platform. I do my best, you know, to focus on the things that we need to focus on, at least on this channel. So I'm gonna put you in a little timeout. That's a topic for another time on another platform. And at night, this would be an amazing sight. This will have an amazing view, especially the one on the other side. This is the West Side Highway, by the way. West Side Story, something, something. All right, that was the way to Brookfield Place. All right, friends and family, we are approaching the first hour of the stream. Have you had a chance to give this video a thumbs up, a like? How are we doing? How are we doing? Is everybody liking it enough for us to keep going for a few more minutes, or should we end it right at this point? Let me know. All right, let me show you the other side of the church. You know what? I thought they completed it and that it was open. I was hoping to see it today. I guess not. I guess not. I guess not. It was supposed to be completed on July 4th, 2022. I guess it's not really complete yet. Lars Jorgensman, can you spot the similarity between this one and the Oculus? Both by the same architect, Santiago Catalarva. Anyway, this is the St. Nicholas Greek Orthodox Church. It was decimated during the attacks. Me is saying I'm going the day after Thanksgiving and hope I can catch some winter markets. Oh, absolutely. That time is the time for markets, my friend. You're gonna be catching a lot of markets everywhere. Everywhere. Midtown, Lower Manhattan, like Union Square, 8th Avenue, 9th Avenue, Midtown. You're gonna find some markets at Central Park. Yeah, you'll find a few markets there. Oh, Michelle, I haven't even shown the tall buildings yet. This is just like This is just like touching the surface. If I go deep inside the financial district, you're gonna see a lot of tall buildings. Way too many of them. Right now, it's only like what, 4 or 5 right now, skyscrapers right in front of us. If I walk deep inside the financial district, there'll be like a sea of skyscrapers. A sea of concrete jungle. Anyway, all right, and that is FDNY. Bob is saying thank you so much. Absolutely, anytime. Glad I was able to show it. This was my goal today, honestly. Like, I wanted to get here right at 1:30 or before 1:30, you know, eat something quickly, and then show the memorial. So, mission accomplished for me today. You know what? Let's cross the street this way. Let's show the memorial on the side at the FDNY. This place is gonna be popping tomorrow. There's gonna be a lot of people from all over the world, the country, the world. This place is gonna be packed. Do you remember last year when it was when I went live on September 11th? Do you remember how busy it was? There we go, Wetshot. That's right. You got it. That's what you were asking, right? Dedicated to those who fill and to those who carry on. May we never forget. I've taken countless pictures at this location during the day and the night. And I've saved a lot of them, and I've shared some of them with our Patreon members and our the supporters of the channel. So if you want to see, or if you want to receive a picture from Lorman Hand from the financial district, send me an email or Patreon message. I'll send it to you. I have tons of amazing, spectacular, magnificent, over the top notch pictures, if I may say so myself. All right, so right now we are on Liberty and Greenwich Street. Liberty Street, by the way, is the border of the One World Trade Center. So the One World Trade Center is between Liberty Street and Vassy on the north. So Liberty Street south, Vassy Street north, and to the left, West Side Highway, and to the right is Chambers Street. So you thought maybe, you know, where is the office of Spotify in New York City, right? There you go. This is the office of Spotify. Isn't Spotify a Swedish company, Magnus? If I'm not mistaken, I think Spotify is a Swedish company, right? Or it started in Sweden, Stockholm, Sweden. All right. And one of the most popular coffee shops in the area is this one right here. I don't think it's because of the coffee, because the coffee is okay. It is Blue Bottle Coffee, but the location is amazing and it's spacious, as you can see, with a nice view, especially at sunset. This place is the perfect place to catch sunset. That is Blue Bottle Coffee right there. Their coffee, okay, but you know, the view is amazing. Anyway, that was the office of Spotify location. Will M, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you as always. Thank you so much. Always enjoying sitting back, watching walks. Thank you, Rob. Thank you so much for the support, my friend. I appreciate it. I haven't had my coffee yet, so I will get some coffee. Even though I didn't sleep well and it might affect my sleep tonight, but hey, You only live once, right? So anyway, that is 3 World Trade Center. Like I said earlier, that is 1 World Trade Center. That is 3 World Trade Center. And this one right here, obviously, is 4 World Trade Center. All right, friends. Okay. What else should I show you that I haven't shown you? Something that I should show that I felt or that I feel like is missing. Okay, maybe the church. And you might be thinking, where is the Uber office in New York City, right? I don't know, maybe randomly you're thinking about Uber, you love Uber, you take Uber, you know, and you're like, oh, where is Uber in New York City? Where's their office, right? Uber. There we go. On Greenwich Street. Sorry. Adriana Rodriguez, thank you so much for the super chat as always. Thank you, and thank you for becoming a member of the Walk Ride Flight community as well. Thank you again, Adriana Rodriguez. Thank you so much. Do we come this way? Okay, let's switch it up. We can't go the same path. See, the crowd is getting larger and larger by the minute. Like later tonight, this place is gonna be super packed. Tomorrow, forget about it. Forget about it. All right, this is the Oculus. I've talked about it a few times. We did an extensive tour here. I think it was like an hour and 15 minutes just on the Oculus. Lots of insights there. Greetings from Indonesia. Greetings. Where in Indonesia? Jakarta?
So much.
Did you know that Indonesia is one of the largest producers of palm oil? And the largest exporter as well, one of the largest exporters in the world. I know Malaysia produces and exports palm oil, but I think Indonesia is number 1, right? More than Malaysia. I can never get enough. I can never get enough. All right. Let's keep going because I want to show you St. Paul's Church, the little chapel that stood, the first church in Lower Manhattan, built in 1766. It's not surprising though, when every building in the area collapsed or was destroyed, the chapel stood. That is the St. Chapel stood. That is the St. Paul's Chapel, right across the street. Michelle, that's what I'm thinking. As I'm walking, I'm like, you know what? I should just, get some coffee and just sit here all day, just like find a nice shade, and just, spend the rest of the day. That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, I don't know if I need to go home or should I go home? Because it's just a nice day, and plus tomorrow is gonna be a rainy, cold day. Not cold, but it's gonna be rainy and foggy. So yeah, it would make sense to spend the day outside today and just stay home all day tomorrow. It would make sense, right? Greetings to you, Daryl. This is St. Paul's Chapel right here, built in 1766. I think it's the first church in New York City, if I'm not mistaken. I know it's the first church in Lower Manhattan, but I believe it's the first church built in New York City, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a while since I read about it. But at least it is the first one in Lower Manhattan, that's for sure. At least. Anyway, this is the chapel that stood, friends, when all the buildings around collapsed or were damaged. St. Paul's Chapel stood. I want to go inside and show it to you, but unfortunately they have crazy security over here. You have to like go through a metal detector, just like the airport. So I don't think it'll be easy with the camera and mic and gear and all that stuff. In any case, as you can see, there's a lot of security and there's a metal detector right there by the door. It's like an airport, pretty much. You have to put your stuff in a bucket and everything. Just like an airport. Is that correct, Darrell? Perfect. I guess my memory works fine without coffee, right? That's unbelievable. I thought I needed coffee to remember my name. Huh. I guess it's psychological, huh? Unbelievable. Learned something new today. Adriana Rodriguez is saying, we had a good halal rise around there. Was across a fire station. Oh, okay, so that means it's probably on the left side, if I'm not mistaken. All right. And here we have the Bell of Hope. 2002, on the anniversary of September 11 and 10, the Bell of Hope was presented to the people of New York by the Lord Mayor of London and the Archbishop of Canterbury. You see what I'm saying right now, my friends from England, from the UK? I heard King Charles is your new king, right? According to the proclamation proclaimed that King Charles is the new King Protector of the United Kingdom and North Ireland. Is that how you say it? There we go. Wow, so the Bell of Hope was actually donated by the Lord Mayor of London and the Archbishop of Canterbury. Anyway, the bell is rung every September 11th, symbolizing the triumph of hope over tragedy. Anyway, friends and family, here we are in front of the St. Paul's Chapel. Let me just walk around and show you what it looks like. Let me see if I can take a peek of the building or what it looks like inside. But yeah, because of security, I can't walk inside. Oh, you can't even see anything from here. See, you gotta be a good New Yorker. I didn't find a trash can on my way, but I kept that little bag from La Parisienne. It's how you gotta do it, New York. Don't throw away your stuff everywhere. There you go. See a trash can? That's where you throw it. And apparently they televised the succession, is that what they call it? Succession process in England for the first time in 1200 years, right? It was supposed to be secretive. It was supposed to be a secret. All right, Michelle, you mentioned something about landmarks. There you go. Designated landmark in New York City. Landmarks of New York City, St. Paul's Chapel. This famous example of Georgian architecture, built 1764 to 1766, with a spire in particular added in 1974 to 1796, is the only church structure surviving the colonial era of New York City. Designed by Thomas McLean, closely followed that of St. Martin of Elsa. James Gibbs, President Washington, was a regular attendant. Wow. Wow. President George Washington used to come here. Because, as you already know, New York used to be the capital before Washington, D.C. Before Washington, D.C. took over, it was all New York. How you doing, my man? Is it possible to see a little bit of the church from here? Oh, closed today? What about tomorrow? Possibly closed as well. Really? Thank you. It's no secret, right? Greetings to you, Nico, all the way from Trinidad and Tobago. You see the weather today here? It kind of feels like Trinidad and Tobago. Beautiful day, 80 degrees, lovely people. All of them good things happening in New York City today. Tomorrow, not so much. One of the things that scares the hell out of me is biking in New York City, honestly. Like, it just feels so dangerous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie at all. I've seen way too many accidents on bikes, and it just kind of gives me anxiety every time I see somebody on a bike, especially kids. Anyway, friends, that is the Fulton Street subway station. You can take a couple of trains over here on this side, the 4, 5, 6. There's a passageway for ACJZ23. And so yeah, the 4 and the 5 take you up and down on the east side of Manhattan. If you see green, it means the east side. If you see the red, like the 2 and the 3, I don't know if you can see the color, 2 and 3, that is the west side of Manhattan. All right, and for those of you who appreciate a nice high-end dinner spot in the city, or enjoy a high-end or classy or, you know, top-notch dinner spot in the city, I would highly recommend the Nobu, a Japanese restaurant, Nobu. The food quantities are very, very small, so I would say eat before you come here. Eat before you go to Nobu. That's my suggestion. They do have a couple of locations in DC, LA, I believe San Francisco as well. I think, yeah, London too. Yeah, the portions are not the best. But, yeah, it's definitely worth a try. You got Nobu, right? In London? That's what I thought. All right, so this is what it looks like. This is inside the building. Very nice spot. Very swanky, as you guys might say. Very fancy. Mohan is saying, is that the new World Trade Center building down there? You got it right. Yep, I just showed it, but I don't mind showing it again. That is one World Trade Center, like the number 1. That is one World Trade Center. Yeah, so I would say before you go to Nobu, make sure you nibble on a lot of things, okay? Nobu ain't gonna fill you up. You're gonna pay a lot of money, but you're still gonna leave hungry. Just FYI. Alright, and to the left is the Fulton Center, also owned by the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Over there's a few retail stores, cafes, bakeries, and what else? And of course, it is a subway station. It's a hub. It's a transit hub.
This way. Yeah.
Mohan Kumar saying, I miss New York City cart foods. Do you like them a lot? Oh, my friends from Brazil. I have something for you here. Road 88 is saying, I'm a simple man. Give me barbecue corn and meat. I'm good. Nice. Daryl is saying I need to get some pastry and coffee. That is correct. April 5, 1962, João Goulart, President of Brazil. All right, friends and family, and here we have plate à manger. Obviously, we have a lot of plate à mangers in the city. All right, another good one for our friends from Colombia. Dr. Alberto Lieras Camargo. That is from Colombia, President of Colombia, right there. Jessica is saying, just made myself a coffee cappuccino. Nice. Cheers to you, Rob. I'm really enjoying your live stream. It's awesome. All right, friends, so how we're going to proceed with the streams is that, we look at the stats afterwards, after the stream, after a day. We look at the stats if people are enjoying it, liking and sharing videos on Twitter, Facebook, and stuff. Then we'll do it often. All right. Anyway, here we have Adolfo Lopez Mateos, President of Mexico. Adriana Rodriguez, are you watching? Adolfo Lopez Mateos, President of Mexico. Wow, that was a long time ago, 1959. That was a while ago. Oh, somebody's thinking about cheesecake? By the way, well, you guys know I don't eat cheese, but... Oh, you know what? Hey, we have Argentina too. Dr. Arturo Frondizi. Sounds like an Italian, Argentinian person, right? Probably Italian. Dr. Arturo Frondizi, President of Argentina. Yeah, I do know that there's a big Italian community in Argentina. I think one of the largest Italian communities in South America, right? Probably the biggest, I think the biggest Italian community in South America, right? You know what surprised me the most? Is that there are more Lebanese people or Lebanese descent Brazilians than there are Lebanese in Lebanon. Isn't that crazy? There's a big Lebanese community in Brazil. Alright, and this is the Zuccotti Park over here. Somebody's enjoying ice cream, gelato right there. Nice, I'm jealous. I'm a little jealous. Oh, Jennifer Bezerra. Yes, I do remember seeing your husband a few times. Yes. Jennifer Bezerra. Hi, Rob from Brazil. Watch with my husband, Rafael. Yes, I do remember Rafael. Rafael Bezerra. Bezerra or Bezerra? Alright, right now we are on Broadway and Cedar Street. Today's such a beautiful day. I'm not gonna lie. This is a fantastic, fantastic day. It really is. Anyway, friends and family, we have about 4 minutes before we end today's stream. I think I walked for too long for a while, right? All right, and if you keep going down on Pine Street this way, all the way down, and you look to your right, you're gonna find one of my absolute favorite coffee shops in the city, Black Fox Coffee. They have a couple of locations in the city, but I do love this location. This is the first location of Black Fox that I went to years ago, and I still go there. Not as often as I would like to, but I like it. Great service, great coffee, premium coffee. Just great ambiance in general overall. And the name is Black Fox Coffee. I think I've shown it to you before a couple of times. At least twice. At least twice. Anyway. And to my right is Trinity Church. From Jamaica. How you doing? Samoan Tribal Chief. Yo, from Jamaica. How you doing? We do have a lot of people from the Caribbean today, which is great. We have a lot of people from Argentina. And also Brazil, as always. Alright, this is the Trinity Church at Wall Street. There's always a long line to get inside here. Let me see if I can give you a little peek of the church. Oh wow, they're doing. Oh, is it closed today or?
It's not closed.
On the other side. Okay, cool.
Take the picture.
Sure. Thank you. Appreciate it. I just wanted to show what it looks like inside. All right, as you can see, there's a metal detector here. There's a metal detector on the other side as well. Oh man, it looks like it's open. They've been doing renovations at this place for a very long time, but I'm glad it's done now. It looks like it's done, I guess. Beautiful church. All right, so this is not the entrance. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Oh, I see. This is the main entrance now. There we go. See what I mean about security? You have to put your stuff, just like the airport, you have to put your stuff in a bucket. Sometimes you might have to take off your shoes, go through a screening process. There's another security over there. Just like the airport. Just like the airport. All right, and over here we have the Wall Street station. Can you guess who that person is? Can anybody guess? That was Ben Franklin. Ben Franklin. And let me give you a little interesting fact over here. Let me turn right on this side. Something that a lot of people ignore or maybe overlook when they come to the city. Something interesting. Not something that's groundbreaking, but something that's very, very interesting. I figured I might share it with y'all.
That's fair, right?
Before we end today's stream.
Birthplace of Columbia University. Hey there.
Hey.
How about this?
All right, there we go. I was looking for this one. My bad. All right. This is the birthplace of Columbia University. In 1752, Trinity Church gave a grant of land for a new college. That was the name back then. There we go, King George. You got it right, Darrell. On July 17, 1754, the first class of King's Colleges, which was to become Columbia University, met in the schoolhouse Trinity Church located across the street. The charter for the college was granted on October 31st, 1754, during the reign of King George II. There we go. That's a little hidden gem for you all. Anyway, friends and family, make sure to like, to share if you want to see more streams like today. Like this one, make sure to like and share. We look at the stats. I go home, After a couple of hours, I look at the stats, and I look at the stats again the next day to see how people are responding to the streams. And if you really like them, make sure to give a like and share with friends. Anyway, friends and family, that concludes today's stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you to those of you who supported the channel with super chats. And thank you to Lars Jorgensman, who supported the channel via PayPal. Thank you so much, Lars Jorgensman. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you all the way in Cologne, Germany. And of course, if you have Instagram, make sure to add me. It is the same handle, walk, ride, fly. Unfortunately, I've not been as active as I would like to, but I'm doing my best, you know, to go back on Instagram. I just have a lot going on these days. But in any case, make sure to add me so you don't miss some exclusive pictures and videos this weekend from the 9/11 memorial. All right, and I also want to say thank you to the mods. Thank you for being here. Thank you for helping out. I also want to say thank you to everybody who joined from different parts of the world. The UK, Argentina, Canada, the US, Brazil, Mexico, Staten Island. I'm just kidding. I don't think we have anybody from Staten Island. Maybe Long Island, right? Najuma Brown is here. Michelle is saying, walk, right, fly, Rob, check your PayPal. Thank you so much. As always, Michelle, thank you for the continued support. We appreciate you. Thank you. Preston and Renette, thank you to both of you as well, all the way in Texas. And I see Valerie Wood as well. Thank you, Adriana. Thank you, Valerie Wood. Thank you, Preston, Renette. I see Clary, Ray of Sunshine, Oti Singh, Starrell, Road 88, Hector Morales, Fiori. I see Stella Mello. Greetings to you. Thank you for joining. I see Adam. I see Lily. I see Samoan Tribal Chief. I see Nico as well. Thank you for joining. I see Jennifer Bezerra and Rafael Bezerra. Obrigado. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you for joining in. Thank you so much. I see Anderson as well from Brazil. We do have a lot of people from Brazil today. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Oh yeah, so yeah, the bull is to the left actually. Thank you for joining as well, Terry T. I see the Mighty Bull. Thank you, Will M. Thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, those are like Russian dolls. Nice. These are like Russian.
Yes, not Russian dolls.
Ah, it's Russian dolls, yeah. Nice. I saw some of them are actually very expensive. I like, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds of thousands.
20,000 or maybe over.
Wow.
Yeah. It's dependent on paint shop.
And they're all handmade, right? Beautiful. These are like the icons, like Orthodox icons, right?
Yeah. Over here. Some Catholic have also.
Yeah, I think some of them go both Catholic. It's, you know, it's, Orthodox Catholic. Yeah. That's beautiful.
And over here, every dose is open.
You finish. There's another one, and there's another one, right? Yeah, I know those ones.
And over here is 3.
There's another one.
Here is 4.
That's beautiful.
Small one, baby.
And then you open that one again? Oh my God. And everything is made by hand?
Yes. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Wow. Yeah, you never see these in New York, to be honest. Like, not as often. Right?
Enjoy it.
Thank you. It's rare.
You cannot get, from
Exactly.
any
That's what
store.
I'm saying. Yeah. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. You too. Thank you. All right, friends. So that is the line to take a picture right next to the bull. There's always a line, but like obviously today and tomorrow, the line is going to be super long. All right, friends, so I'm gonna show you something here. This is Cirpiani. So there's the Cirpiani. Oh, so there's Casa Cirpiani. Casa Cirpiani is the hotel in Lower Manhattan. Cirpiani, there's also a restaurant, and there's the Cirpiani hall, which you can rent for events, for weddings, birthdays, whatever. And that's the one right there, Cirpiani Hall. Anyway, so this one right here, this park right here, is the first park established in New York City. This is the first park in New York City. All right, let's go to the park. I know I said I'm gonna end it, but let's just walk for a little bit. We might as well. All right, so the name of the park is Bowling Green. I did show it a couple of times a while ago, so it wouldn't hurt to show it again, right? All right, friends and family, this is Bowling Green, the first park in New York City, incorporated in New York City. Oh, today's such a beautiful day. Woo. Unbelievable. Joe Hernandez is saying that's a lot of bull, right? Yeah, one of my roommates had one and like it just broke. Like he didn't even use it for too long, but it just broke. Like it snapped. It's crazy. Oh no, Central Park is not the first park. No, Central Park was established way later. So Bowling Green, the first public park to be established in New York on March 12th, 1733. That was before America. This was established before the United States of America, my friend. Oh yeah. Central Park came way later. All right, let me move this so you can read it. I got my CVS bag because I needed to buy baking soda. Anyway, this is Bowling Green Park. Oh, you don't remember this park? It's literally yeah, close to. But the thing is, a lot of people spend a lot of time around the financial district. I mean, around Wall Street and the Bull, and you know, and of course, you know, the World Trade Center. So they don't come this far. But yeah, it's like a little hidden gem down in down towards the tip of Lower Manhattan. I can see why it would be ignored or overlooked. It's not really central. Anyway. All right, friends. So I think I'm gonna go and get some coffee and some water and maybe some solid food, real food. Because that little pastry did not hit the spot. Anyway, this is the National Museum of the American Indian, part of the National Archives. All right, friends and family, I think I'm gonna end it here. I will probably be back. Make sure to make the stats look good so that we can see each other often, so that we can spend time together. Anyway. All right, friends and family, have a good one and take care. Until next time, have a good day, evening, afternoon, morning, depending on where you are. Take care. Toronto Spots is saying, hi Rob, you should have come to Toronto. So many events nowadays. I would love to go to Toronto, man. I was thinking about the CN Tower the other day. I am obsessed with the CN Tower, my friend. And I hope to make it one day. We'll see. We'll see. Once the channel does well, you know, once we get a solid foundation on this channel, then yeah, we'll start traveling to different cities. Christine Camley is saying, have a good one, Mighty Bull. Christine Camley is saying, you'll get more from a museum than a pastry. Possibly. Possibly. Anyway, take care, everybody. Have a good one.